Hello everyone, Karen here, Emerging Soul Tarot with your daily read. Hope you had a good weekend, and I can't believe we're less than a week to the holidays. Gee, busy, I guess, a lot of you. Okay, we've got the Shamans Oracle today. We'll have a look what the Shamans have got to say to us today. Oh, and there'll be Capricorn season reads up for all zodiac signs, sun, moon and rising. We've got one of the major cards, the Journeyer. Just looking at that. Let me try and hold it still. Let's have a look at the Journeyer. The Journeyer. Yeah, this is one of the major, it's not spirit, shamans, hunters, dancers. It's the Journeyer. You got the companion as well. So it says, I am the Journeyer. I accompany you on every journey you take in search of answers. I fly into the realm of spirit and encounter the beings who dwell there, the ancestors of all people and the guardians of our inherited wisdom and knowledge. I am the one who conducts you between the worlds through the caves of inspiration, taking you on, taking you on journeys to find guidance for all that you seek. Often I am silent, but when requested, I can bring my wide knowledge of journeying to bear on your question. Yeah, so that is the sense of shamanic journeying and the spirit that accompanies you as you journey. But it does also represent you, us, as the seeker, okay? So this, with this oracle, when you pull this, it's like it's the spirit that is with us as we look at the cards, look at the oracle. Okay, so, but in another sense, it's also that spirit that is there when we are seeking answers, you know, just general answers to life, and especially spiritual answers in terms of knowledge and wisdom. So have a look, what else? What have you, journey, you know, what have we got for today? What are you wanting to tell us for today? But no, spirit, however you see spirit, whatever tradition you are, spirit is always there. Just because we can't see, it doesn't mean it's not there. We're surrounded with the unseen. You can even be scientific about that, you know. We're surrounded by dark matter, which is not empty. Okay, we've got anger. This has come up a few times. Forgiveness. Oh dear. It's all good. Okay, so our anger, I think I've said it so many times, past, present, future. Okay, we got the holidays coming soon. For many, you know, it's really lovely time, but it does tend to, because it, with that card on the bottom, past, present and future, because our Christmases are a link back, or our Yules, I don't want to call it, the holidays are a link back to traditions, often rooted in traditions, which make the memories more powerful. We can have a succession of memories that, you know, good and bad. There may be people that we only see during the holidays who stir our anger, that we have history with, that we haven't forgiven, that we have difficulty with. So I think Spirit's just here assuring us that it's all good. You know, there's a sense where I think when we, you know, when we got people coming to us and we're like, "Argh," especially if that history's been really difficult or painful with that particular friend, family friend or relation, you know, we can be a bit hard on ourselves and think, oh, I'm so grumpy because I can't get over this or I can't forgive them. But I think Spirit's really saying it's all good. All that we need to do over this holiday period, if this anger arises, know that it's energy, okay? If you've got hurt, sense of pain about anything or any particular person, know that it's an energy, okay? You can then go to Spirit and you can say, this is where I am. It's not about forcing forgiveness and forcing peace and goodwill, you know. We can do that, but often it's just a front, you know, that kind of sickly smile, that hello, and the hugs, and we're not feeling it. I think it's more important to be authentic to who you are and where you are. So if you look at these energies as just these emotions just as energy, okay, feelings rooted in us, the emotions, that kind of external interaction and what it triggers in us. There may be good reason why you have anger there, okay, but look at it like energy and spend some time. One of the biggest things with anger is it's often rooted in our root. It's about security, safety, yeah, it's about our basic needs and instincts, okay? And anger, you know, just like that wasp, you know, you start swatting a wasp away, you'll get a sting, okay? But, you know, the wasps are there for a reason, okay? So it's a case of, you know, I would suggest root lower chakra meditations, okay, and root yourself in the all that is, because sometimes that anger can dissolve when we realise the bigger picture. But when we're in our minds, when we stay in our minds with that anger and that memory, you know, it is really difficult, but it is also our place to be authentic and to speak our truth. So probably not a good thing on the actual day, but it does happen, you know, it does happen because often people are more relaxed, their guards are down, there's drink around. But I think Spirit is just saying, you know that these are energy. Unforgiveness, anger, they're just energies, okay? And don't be too hard on yourself about them. Just deal with them. You know, go and do your meditation. Do root chakra meditations, you know, because it can be that there's like strong insecurity there. With anger, it can be a fear under it or pain under it. So get yourself rooted in, okay? Forgiveness, it is good to forgive, but we need to forgive ourselves first and foremost. Some things people can't manage to forgive, and that's all good too. It's a process. If you're open to it, if you're open not to be, you know, to channel that anger constructively, then that's all good. You don't have to judge and criticise yourself because you're feeling these feelings, okay? Just a sense of channeling it. And forgiveness comes. I believe forgiveness is a grace of Spirit, is something Spirit brings to you, especially when it is something horrendous or huge, you know, deep betrayal, you know, deep trauma. These things do not come immediately, and you should never ever pressure yourself. An openness, a willingness is, you know, if you want to tread that path. Some people don't want to forgive, and that's all good too. Everyone's on their own path. You know, But what I'm saying is these things are energy. So if they're energies, if we've got anger and we've got unforgiveness, okay, it is an energy that we can ground, okay? Even if we just ground it for the time, certain energies around us, certain people around us, even if we can just ground for that time, that is a good thing. But yeah, when we ground in our root chakra, and that's kind of Mother Earth, that's our bodily sense. So, and it's security and safety, you know. The anger and those sorts of emotions are instinctual drives to protect us. So that's good. We need to protect ourselves, okay? But yeah, just tap into that journey, tap into the wisdom, the higher perspective. Okay, I would never tell anyone they have to forgive. You see so much of it, and I've been on the other end of that, and it's horrible when you want to be, you know, walking your walk, but you can't quite get there. Let me tell you, it's a process, and sometimes it's a lifelong process. The willingness to be the best you can be is all that you need. It's all good in that sense. Okay, so there's not a lot more to say, but just, you know, if you find yourself, and not just with the holidays, with any situations, you know, see that anger as energy, see how you can transmute that into practical action. You know, if you've got a lot of anger, you've got a lot of it's kind of Mars action energy is anger. So you've got that energy. We'll go and do something nice for someone, you know, go and use that energy to create something nice. Or my way is doing the jobs that I'm not so keen on, like the housework. If I'm angry, you know, I make things sparkly clean, clean the windows, yeah. But you get the picture. Channel that energy. Know that all that is just energy. It's not who you are. I think you need to, the wisdom of that journey is these things that arise in our emotions and our mind is not who we are at essence. We're beautiful souls, okay? So yeah, there we go. Let's have a message card. And thank you, Journeyer. Thank you, Spirit, for giving us tools. Because really, when we're on the spiritual walk, we're often given tools to deal with where we're at. Well, it's always where we're at. We have these lofty kind of aims that we should be here and we should be at. No, it's rubbish. Just be where you are. Accept and embrace exactly where you are. Allow it and seek spirit in it. That's called authenticity. Be naked exactly as you are. Don't give yourself spiritual plastic surgery, you know, and pretend you're otherwise. Spirit knows exactly where you are, and there's no shame in where you are with anything or with anyone. Okay, there's your artwork. We got Misty Forest. Take 5 or more minutes to concentrate on a divine feeling or a higher thought, doing your best to block out all other distractions. Yeah, that's another way to transmute that energy. You know, if your mind is going mental, in the sense of it's like really, really going and going because of anger you're feeling or hurt or betrayal, you can divert your mind. Your mind is quite, you know, quite easy to divert at times, and you can just focus, just look at something outside your window, look at love, read something, just totally distract your mind if your mind's going elsewhere, and just, you know, block that out in a sense and focus on something else, because when you're thinking about something else, you can't be beset with all that, you know, negative mental energy. But again, just know it's all energy. So you can divert energy. If you want to divert electricity, you unplug the plug. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and lots of love to you. Bye bye.